Shut up and sit down.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Ken Frederick Podcast, episode 70. Stupid Super Bowl 51 wrap-up episode. I want to say thank you.
That's not the title.
I ad-libbed. I want to say thank you for listening. If you just stumbled across us on the interwebs, check us out at kfpodcast.com, at kfpodcast on Facebook, at Ken Fred Podcast on Twitter, and at Ken Frederick Podcast on Instagram. We got the whole crew here today of Don,
Hey.
Justin,
Yo,
and Brock.
Hello.
And we're doing talking about the worst Super Bowl of all time.
The greatest Super Bowl of all time.
The most
Other than
overrated
when the Bears won, the second greatest Super Bowl of all
the
time.
most overrated Super Bowl of all time.
Ken doesn't want to do this show because it chaps his ass. He said to
great.
me Monday night on the phone, I don't want to talk about this thing. I'm sick of hearing about it. I said, oh, you're talking about it, big guy. You're talking about it all. And he's like, I don't want to do it. I'm over it. We're going to talk about everything from that Super Bowl. Not just the game. All the other stuff around it. All the nerd aspects of it, too.
All right, so first things first, let's just get this out of the way. Let's talk about the game itself.
Okay, the Patriots won.
Yes.
One of the best comebacks I've ever seen in any kind of sport.
I will agree that it was ridiculous how, and it was basically night and day. The offensive line of New England played for shit the first half of the game.
Yeah.
Then Lady Gaga came on, and then
And jumped off.
and then
Inspired everybody.
I don't know if they got fresh roids. I don't know what happened, but that offensive line for New England was a wall. It was ridiculous. And that's
he had
changed
so
the
much
game.
time. And for some reason, Atlanta switched from playing tight man-to-man coverage where no one was open. Where Brady usually, when he rolls out of the pocket
Yeah.
and he has all that time, and then he hits somebody, he was getting sacked because no one was open. They switched to a zone, and guys were running free.
And if you play prevent defense, it prevents you from winning.
Exactly.
And that's their own defensive coordinator's fault. And isn't the defensive coordinator going to play for the head coach for San
The
Francisco?
offensive coordinator,
Oh, okay.
Shanahan, is going to he's now the head coach of the Niners.
Yeah. So
Who he had a great scheme in the first half. I mean, the way he was running that 1-2 running back punch and all the stuff he was doing. And then they got throw happy when they didn't need to be and ended up.
well,
I
mean-
think they lost the 1-2 punch because I can't remember. It was either Freeman or Coleman got hurt and went out. So they lost the 1-2 punch, but still they have you still
Both
leave
guys
the
were
one
running
guy,
like crazy all
you
over
still
him.
let the one guy run and use the play action and
This is why you think football's fixed.
I think it's fixed just because in the last 7 years there's been a feel good story for every
There's
Super
always a
Bowl.
story.
And they're selling the story of the Super Bowl. There's got to be a dud. Like, it's still a sporting event,
But-
a competition.
My only thing I'll say about that is this really a feel good story? Everybody hates New England.
All the stupid,
mean,
Dunkin'
nobody-
Donut heads in Boston are all.
But that's
thinking-
only Boston. Like
Yeah.
last year when Peyton Manning won, everybody loves Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Everyone loves his commercials. Everybody loved Jerome Bettis when Jerome Bettis won in his own town.
Yeah,
This was the story where, all I kept seeing on Facebook was people posting, here's everybody that is pulling for Atlanta because they hate New England.
Well, I think also too, you're in a market where so Pittsburgh was where we're from was the market that the most watches or whatever it is in for the Super Bowl. I think New England, the Boston area was 3, Atlanta was 8. Everyone in Pittsburgh hates New England unless you're from there for some reason.
I wanted them to lose.
Yeah, I know one guy that's a fan because he grew up there, and it's just like. But I think outside of us, New England could be the new Dallas Cowboys, where everyone's just like, "Oh yeah, they're good. I like them." Like, why was Kenny Chesney in the box for the New England Patriots? I was like such a fan. You, Kenny Chesney. Like,
I don't know why Kenny Chesney was there either.
but like, there's
really
weird
odd.
people. Like, is it like John Bon Jovi is from New Jersey, but he's a huge New England fan.
Mark Wahlberg was there.
Oh, don't give me
But Mark Wahlberg had to leave early because the kids got sick.
good.
So he missed the comeback.
Good.
And there's a story. Here's why Mark Wahlberg is such a great dad. I wanted to tag you in it. I'm like, I don't want to piss him off anymore.
There's a part of me that goes, all right, when is the story that you're selling, like, it's getting to be a little wrestling-esque. And maybe that's like
Yeah.
pro wrestling, but like, you set it up like Tom Brady got suspended for 4 games.
Yeah.
All this stuff happened, and he came back
Came
against
back and-
all odds, and he stuck it to the man.
Stuck it into Dell's face.
Yeah, like I hate New England with a fiery passion. I watched that entire game, and I wasn't upset for the game itself. I was upset that New England won because I'm a Steelers fan, and they won. But like, I couldn't be mad at the game. Like, I could see it. I saw it happening.
See, I would think as a Steelers fan, you would want to see like you guys lost badly to New England.
I wanted Atlanta to win.
That's why I wanted New England to win.
Right.
Is as a Steeler fan, I'd rather be beaten by the best,
Exactly.
not second.
Because if
best.
Atlanta would have smashed them by 28-3,
They make
it'd be
the
like,
Steelers
wow,
look terrible.
Pittsburgh sucks.
Yeah,
like
and I agree to that to an extent because I'm that way with like hockey.
Yeah.
If it was any other team in football, probably. But like, I hate Boston.
Yeah.
Like sports teams.
I hate Boston too.
Sports teams
I'm with
from
you there.
Boston, Philadelphia, and Cleveland, except for LeBron James,
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of. Like, the,
Just get out of here with the Cavs. I'm that way too, but I always forget that New England is Boston. I don't know why.
they made.
it's not in the name.
Yeah, it's not in the name. Because I hate the Bruins. I hate the Red Sox. I'm
Yeah.
with you. I hate the Celtics.
Yeah.
But New England doesn't bother
You know what I
me.
hate about Boston? It's the martyr. Like, oh, we're the lovable losers. You've won 37 championships in
lot.
sports history.
There's a
Go
kid-
f- yourself, Boston. Like,
We're gonna have a-
I can't stand it.
There was a kid that had a sign up, and he was like, "I'm 15. I've been to 10 parades."
Yeah.
It was like he's been to like the Bruins, the Celtics, and all this
I don't
stuff.
hear it anymore.
Yeah,
Lovable losers.
yeah.
Screw you.
Yeah.
The Cubs are the lovable losers.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Cleveland.
I
Not even that.
I don't know.
anymore.
Like I like Tom Brady, and a lot of people can be flack for this. I'm a Michigan football fan, Michigan and WVU.
Okay.
Tom
Did he start
Brady-
for Michigan?
Tom Brady, yeah, he started his last
Okay.
2 seasons for Michigan. He wasn't overly great, but I liked him. I thought he played really well there. He had a comeback against Alabama, and I think it was the Orange or the Cotton Bowl, one of those there, and he had a really good game. And I thought he was good. I didn't think he was going to be like pro, and I kind of forgot about him. You know how like
Yeah.
players you like in college, they're okay, and then you're like, I don't know whatever happened to that guy. You know, I do
Yeah.
that with WVU players.
Yeah.
And then like
And then Pac-Man Jones
Yeah.
rapes someone and
Right.
shows them on
Right.
success.
So with him, I was kind of like, didn't really think about it again until he got in that game when Bledsoe went
Yeah,
down.
let's be honest. We probably would have never heard of him if Bledsoe never
Yeah.
got hurt.
And I was like, oh, Brady. I was like, oh, I like him. I hope he does well. I didn't think it was going to turn into this.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, I have a question for you. First off, I'm partially thankful that this is happening in New England because everyone forgets about when Belichick coached for Cleveland.
Yeah.
This could be the Browns being 5-1.
Yeah.
And part of me is like, all right, at least it's not Cleveland.
right.
Yeah.
But where is it that Brady is the greatest quarterback of all time, or is Belichick the greatest coach of all time?
I think it's a combination of the two.
I think it is.
I think that it's Belichick over Brady.
I kind of agree with you, too.
And here's why. And I hate them all, and I'm not taking away from Tom Brady.
It's never been the same supporting cast.
Yeah.
But does the system work with the right people that he finds? Because who was the guy that went and played for Kansas City after he left New England? That started
Matt Castle.
Matt Castle was undefeated in New England. Maybe
Yeah.
lost one game.
Yeah.
Wasn't that good there.
Wasn't that good in another system.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The quarterback that played for they won with their second backup, and they barely lost to Buffalo with
Yeah.
their third string quarterback.
Yeah, I think it's definitely.
And I will even go further and say, as a Bears fan who has seen miserable years of football, including this year, offensive line that can't block my 7-year-old son. I mean, terrible football all the way around. And you have New England that every year the offensive line is good.
Yeah.
No name running backs
Yeah.
are good. No name wide receivers are good.
they're all like 5th and 6th round draft
Right.
picks. that
And I
nobody
don't
ever heard of.
understand why my organization can't put together a winning season.
Yeah.
How they're 3 and freaking 13 again because they can't, and they have like even when they have talented players, and this system just works. And I think Brady's a great quarterback. It's hard to say greatest of all time because there's so many guys that have been good. You know what I mean? There's so many different scenarios that you could say. Joe Montana's fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, Terry Bradshaw was good.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you say greatest of all time? Peyton Manning was good.
It's
I
tough
think
for a
the greatest of
quarterback.
this generation.
Yeah, that's
He's
easy.
one of them.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say in the past 15 years of football, to me, if you want to go greatest quarterbacks, it's Brady, Manning, Roethlisberger, Rodgers. All 4 of them have played well. Could have won more Super Bowls.
Yeah.
But just didn't have the right system. New England has the right system.
And I don't, but I don't also understand. Like, clearly they've shown the blueprint of how to beat them in that first quarter. I just don't understand why anyone can't put it together. Like
I don't know.
60 minutes of football.
And again, I think that's Belichick. I think that, like I said, not to use the Bears again, but I've watched them in games where they get down 2 touchdowns, the heads are all hanging, the quarterback's giving up, it's over. Where I saw this game where they're down 3 touchdowns, and I see a sack happen, and Brady's going crazy on the sideline cheering for a sack, and remember we were even sitting there watching it, we're like, what's he cheering for? You're down 3 touchdowns. Like, he's fired up because he believes I need the ball again, I'm going to come back and win this game. I never thought for a second they thought that they were going to lose that game, even when they were down. It's just that mentality there of winning. You know what I mean? A lot of teams don't have that. They don't adjust at halftime. They always adjust.
Yeah.
At halftime.
All right.
Steeler fans ought to know that.
Yeah, that's the truth. My other thing, too, is I like football, and you could definitely see a page when, like, Favre was gone and, like, the quarterbacks of that era were leaving and on the downswing, and then you had, like, the Bradys, the Manning, the Roethlisberger. I was really hoping that I forgot his name now, who's quarterback for Atlanta. Matt Ryan. This is, like, the new, like, this could be the start of him being a good quarterback.
It might be.
He's still,
But I don't know. Like, Atlanta, I feel like everyone is jump ship as soon as they're good and they go to another team. Like,
I think the Atlanta fans from this year, like I said to one guy, you take their shirts off, they had Panther jerseys underneath there.
Yeah.
You take that shirt off, they have a Seahawk jersey underneath there. I mean, it's
so true.
Yeah.
You know, they could suck next year like Carolina did this year. But I think they're a little bit better than Carolina.
Julio
was.
Jones is.
Their defense didn't come together until the end of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they'll be good again next year. I mean, who in the NFC is any good?
Well, that NFC South spot, too. Well, let's look at it. The team that won the NFC South last year was Carolina, went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And they were 3-12?
Right.
Whatever. Math.
It was crazy. If you think about it, Tom Brady could easily be sitting there with 7 Super Bowls.
Yeah, no, I want to talk
if it
about
wasn't
that.
for Eli Manning. And people are like, he should retire. I think he's fine. I mean, you saw Peyton Manning last year in that Super Bowl. He didn't look good.
No, he didn't.
He looked horrible towards the end of the year. That was you needed to
The
retire.
defense won that game.
Defense won that game. He doesn't look to me like a guy that's 39 years old and should retire.
No.
You know,
Because he never gets hit.
No.
and that's their system.
No.
That's their system.
Yeah.
Now, this might not be a very nice thing to say, but when are you, like, Buffalo, and you're like, you know, like,
We're gonna take
I'm
him
gonna
out.
take him out.
Yeah,
Write down the time, Justin. Sorry, that was a quiet one.
it might happen.
Like, I'm not saying that anyone in Pittsburgh should do it. I wouldn't even want to do it, but, like, I'm surprised it hasn't happened. Especially if you're a team like Miami, you play them twice a year, and you've consistently done nothing.
Hey, I know what this is like. I get beat down by the Packers twice a year and have to sit there and watch it. You know, I don't know. Let me just say one thing wrapping up
the game.
the football stuff.
Yeah.
30 years ago when the Chicago Bears beat the New England Patriots 46-10 in the Super Bowl, and Jim McMahon and Walter Payton, all them celebrated, I remember sitting there thinking to myself, man, is it great to be a Bears fan? It would really suck to be a Patriots fan because they stink. Boy, did I make the wrong call on that one. I wish I could go back in time and be like, it's all right, my Patriots will be back next year. I'm 10 years old. And boy, did I make the wrong call because they are friggin' unbelievable. And, you know, we'll see what they do, but I think they're going to get more.
Yeah.
So what'd you guys think about Lady Gaga's halftime show?
I thought it was good.
I like her. I thought it was good.
I thought it was awesome.
One of the best halftime shows in a long time.
Yeah.
And I will say to her, as far as
What would you say to her?
I think bravo as far as the political stuff. I think she had it in her mind that they wanted her to come out and just keep saying things, but she did it respectfully. She sang the God Bless America thing really well. She sang some songs that she has made before about diversity and different things like that. She didn't do the whole like Beyonce thing last year where she had like the anti-cop thing that people got offended by. You know, she did everything really, really respectful. And unlike Beyonce, she sang and didn't lip sync and did all that dancing and jumping off the rooftop.
Well, it's amazing if you look at this compared to Whitney Houston's at New Year's Eve, which was a train
Mariah
wreck.
Carey.
Or Mariah
Whitney
Carey.
Houston's dead.
Whatever.
Whoa, wait, what did I miss here?
Mariah Carey. Oh, Mariah
Zombie Mariah Carey.
No, Mariah Carey's horrible thing.
Yeah.
Horrible.
And she
Her
said to
career's
stand
dead
there.
now.
Lady Gaga showed she was just amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, to jump off the stadium like that, I was like,
I wish she really jumped off the stage.
she came down from the top.
Yeah, but she didn't like jump off. I think
It looked like she jumped,
all right.
and then all of a sudden she's coming down on the things or whatever. But I mean, all that choreographed stuff that she was doing, playing instruments, she's truly talented.
Yeah.
She was really good. She did a really good job.
The only thing she's missing is the rest of Ultron from the Katy Perry
true.
performance
And let me
from
just-
the year before.
No left shark.
No
Yeah.
left shark.
I was
Yeah.
so glad they didn't parade a bunch of people out there like they always do.
Yeah,
too.
and do something stupid.
What, like,
Yeah.
like Bruno Mars comes out dancing.
Yeah,
and
it's
stuff,
like,
so, yeah.
that seems like they all like
Yeah.
the past 10 years they've tried to do that.
Here's Slash playing the guitar.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, hey,
I
there's
always
that.
thought that
scene.
was cheesy and forced.
And let me just say, people who are fat shaming her online because they said
ridiculous.
she had a
Oh, give
little
me a break.
belly
Yeah.
sticking out.
That's
I'll show you a belly.
Yeah, I'll show you a fat belly when I see a fat. People are assholes.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no way. She looked fantastic, I thought. And, I mean, you're ridiculous. She looked like a regular woman. Like,
Yeah.
She didn't look anorexic.
The people were saying
and-
things about that I've never seen an actual woman.
Yeah, it's
That's the problem.
ridiculous.
Wait
People are so rude and ignorant like that. I thought she looked great. I thought she killed it. So that was good for her.
Yep.
All right, what about Super Bowl trailers? I thought they were a huge letdown this year.
The only one I liked was the Guardians of the Galaxy one.
Guardians
That
is
was
good.
great.
Yeah, because it actually shows that they're all going to be together at one
Yeah.
point in time,
Right.
fighting whoever is a
Nebula with them.
Yeah, Nebula.
and Yondu,
Yeah.
and Justin's favorite female character that he
Mantis.
Mantis.
Does she get hit in the head by a rocket?
Guys, I tried.
Because after she got hit, he goes, "Look out!" He's like, "I tried."
But like, so
You don't think it's gonna be too crowded with all of them on the team?
No, I don't think so.
I think Rocket and Groot are going to have a very small role in that team.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I say that I'm already over the slow singing for action movies now? Slow, methodic singing.
Slow, like classical song
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah.
It's like a classical song. It's like, I don't know.
I get it. It's like the slow version of whatever song.
Yeah, some trendy
with
song and
trauma
things
in
are
the back.
explosion. Stop it.
Yeah.
It's not cool. Just put a Twista song on it and then there you go.
I got in trouble when the Ghost in the Shell trailer came on because Scarlett Johansson comes out in a tight bodysuit, and I
Yeah.
went, "Whoa!" And Sarah was like, "What?" And I was like, "Nothing," because I thought she looked pretty good in that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's another one where people are upset because they're having a white girl play.
I don't think it's just the way it's a pretty whitewashed cast.
Isn't
Yeah,
it?
but also
Isn't it anime though?
it's
Yeah.
based
Yeah.
on anime with Asian representatives. It's from Japan, and
Does it take place in Japan?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
But my thing is this: like, okay, so
She's like a robot, right?
yeah, but they brought it over to America so they could get mainstream appeal. They're sinking a lot of money in CGI. Scarlett Johansson's a big name. People will go see it just because she's in a skin tight suit.
Right.
So
Yeah, from a business aspect, I completely get it. And she's a good actress. It's not like they just grabbed, some white model to put in there. Scarlett Johansson is an actress. So.
And it's going to make awareness for the original, too, that people
Yeah.
are going to go out and buy that original anime and all that.
I think it looks good.
if the movie's good.
Yeah. That's
If the movie sucks, people are going to be like,
Yeah.
this sucked. Why would I want to go see a
That's
version
true.
I have to read subtitles?
It looks to be kind of like the Lucy movie that she made, where she has superpowers and kicks everyone's ass.
And that movie,
well, she's a robot, so she doesn't have superpowers.
I that movie I enjoyed, but it was weird.
Yeah, that was weird, but it was all
weird.
right.
But
How about your boy John Wick 2?
I don't care what the trailer looked like. I cannot wait for that movie. The trailer was good, but I can't wait for that movie.
I've never seen this movie. I have no desire to watch the second one.
I haven't
I
seen
caught
the
part
first
of
one
it
yet.
the other night. It was on after Raw. I
Yeah.
think. I fell asleep during Raw and woke up during John
I had it
Wick.
on in the background while I was editing a podcast, and I just would look back and see karate happening.
That's the only martial art name that we know on this podcast, and everything's karate.
Everything's karate. What's that, karate?
I always say it, too. I don't...
All right, so Logan,
Logan, I pass.
I'm starting to not care about this movie
Oh,
anymore.
it's so stupid looking.
I want it to be good.
I know
but
Adam's going to have a problem with us saying that, but it's so stupid.
I'll give it a chance.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see it.
Of course
I
we're
want
going to
it
give it a
be good.
chance, but it looks awful.
I want it to be good, but the trailers are so just depressing.
I'm
and
just
the-
afraid.
Johnny Cash music,
yeah, the music
claws
choice.
and stabbing.
I'm just afraid that this is going to be we're doing an R-rated X-Men movie, and that's
Yeah.
all it's going to be. Like, let's
Yeah,
just
pretty
swear
s-
as much as we can,
Yeah.
decapitate as many people.
Yeah.
You're gonna see Jean Grey's boobs at some point in time here
Let's
soon.
do something really dark and depressing. Professor X is really old, by the way. in this movie.
He's
And
90.
he's dying.
Yeah.
And he's just old and craggly. And family and claws. And Johnny Cash and family and claws. And
he has a
robot
job he
arms.
doesn't like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
robot arms and cigarettes. And it's just
So just,
it just doesn't look appealing to me. It's not a movie that, like I said, like we talked about before, I don't understand why after the success of Deadpool,
yeah.
if you want to do a rated R movie with Wolverine, the next movie, have Wolverine in that cool costume that you showed once
Yeah.
before. Killing people, have Deadpool in the movie, which is money guaranteed.
Oh, yeah.
And the two of them together swearing and killing people,
Yep.
fighting the Reavers and
God,
stuff.
that
I mean,
was so
people would
good.
go nuts over that movie.
It's got to be deep and philosophical.
They would go
Johnny
nuts
Cash.
over that movie.
And Wolverine in a suit and gray faces and
You
stuff.
bring in Colossus with all that and have the three of them taking on a band of robots and stuff. People would be, you would just be selling money, passing out money hand over fist. Instead, it's, like you said, dark and it's a lot of dirty. A lot of dirty clothes.
It's just dust.
It's just dust.
Just spray everyone down the hose.
Yeah.
Why do you live in such a dusty atmosphere?
How dirty he looks. He got blood on his shirt.
The superhero genre and the artsy, like indie film,
Doesn't work.
It doesn't mix together.
Doesn't work.
Just do a
It might
superhero
work
movie.
for somebody, but they're stupid.
And they read a comic book.
Then you have Fate of the Furious, which,
Stupidest movie ever.
Why is...
and like I said,
I love these movies, and this looks so stupid.
like I said to you that day, man, why is The Rock driving the same tank he drove in G.I. Joe Retaliation? He's
I
in
have
the
a
same
question.
vehicle.
It's going to be a crossover. You didn't know.
I don't know.
So in this trailer, if I'll just remember correctly, the one dude drives this orange
Lamborghini.
Lamborghini on a glacier.
Yeah.
His car goes in the water.
Yes.
That's in the Arctic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not just wearing regular clothes.
And he's just wearing his tank top, his
Tank
white
top,
Peter tank
yeah.
top.
And he comes out sledding on the door.
Yes.
Yeah.
With a chain connected to the tank.
The tank. The G.I. Joe tank.
So he has
Well, wait,
super
was it
strength.
connected to the tank, or was it connected to the one that Ludacris, or not Ludacris, that
Or is it the submarine?
the other one was dry? I don't know. It just,
It just keeps getting worse.
oh god, it looks so bad.
Just keeps getting worse.
People eat that up, though.
When we
It's
get-
gonna make $1 billion.
When we get to like number 13, who knows what the hell they're going to be attached? Santa's sleigh. It'll be like Santa's sleigh and all this other stuff going on.
I want to see them all in a nursing home and like Fast and the Furious 90, and they're like
They're souping up their wheelchairs.
Yeah, they're trying to go for like liver and onions.
The Polar Express is chasing them, and it'll just keep
It's
getting
probably
worse.
going to happen. What vehicle haven't we used yet?
Spaceships, space shuttle. What can we do with that? Well, a couple Lamborghinis and be capturing a space shuttle with a net.
Attached to a rocket.
Yeah.
And we're gonna drive these cars
It's
on a
amazing.
meteor.
Isn't it amazing that Michael Bay has nothing to do with that? Because it feels like Michael
Oh
Bay.
my god!
You know.
Imagine how much more ridiculous this on top of that if Michael Bay got his hands on it. All
And then you
right.
had Pirates,
Which I still don't understand what's
it
going on.
just looks like every other Pirates movie to me.
Yeah.
Ghostly pirates, zombie pirates, monster pirates,
the guy that was
I
from.
like the fish people pirates. They were
fish people pirates, the crab pirates.
Yeah.
These ones walk on water. They're like Jesus pirates.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
they're just running on the water. Like, that's not terrifying. How's that work? And then Johnny Depp's covered in dirt at the end. He always has to
I think
be.
he's a zombie.
Yeah, he looks all weird.
But then he wasn't immortal from the last movie.
I
don't
never
even-
saw the last one.
I saw.
Yeah,
the-
no,
I saw the second one, and that was
he's
tough.
still just Captain Jack, but Orlando Bloom's character is the one that is. He's now the captain of the Flying Dutchman, so he's the dead, half dead.
That's like the crab.
the crab people.
Yeah.
He took over. He took over for the dude with the squid beard.
Davy
The
Jones.
seriousnly of your face.
It
tells
was
us right
Davy
now.
Jones, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
he took over for Davy Jones.
Yeah, the guy from the Monkees,
Yeah.
Davy Jones.
Davy Jones was cool.
Yeah, he had like the crab lobster face.
He was a great Disney Infinity figure.
yeah, and then now you have this guy who's like a
Who just has some barnacles on the
fish
side of his face.
guy.
Yeah, they're all
Weak.
dead. So it's the Walking Dead of pirate ships.
Isn't that what that was the first time around, though?
I don't know. It's enough already. It's just that's
Imagine
enough.
15 years ago you saw the ride at Disneyland, and then you're like, oh, I gotta sit
Yeah.
through 6 of these.
The
horses.
first movie was really good, I thought, but
It lost
just-
me whenever there was all those crabs that were like the boat was on all those white. rock
That
crabs.
was the third one.
I think
Yeah,
so.
that's where it lost me. That's where it
Just
jumped the
make
shark.
another sequel. They make a sequel to Edward Scissorhands.
That would be good.
Edward Rock Hands,
I don't
Edward,
know.
paper hands.
or make them like clippers instead of scissors. To give everybody buzz cuts. Doing fades.
Each finger's a separate.
A different size. You got a 1, you got a 2, you got a 4. Yeah, it'll be cool.
Oh man!
Yeah.
All right, we saved the best
Get
for
to the
last.
last heap of crap that we have to talk about.
Transformers: The Last Night.
Let me tell you what pissed me off about this to begin with. Friday they released a trailer, and the trailer says, catch the full extended spot at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Super Bowl comes, they show the exact same goddamn thing from Friday and go, catch the extended spot on our website
During halftime.
during halftime. Like, you know what?
No.
Give Get the hell out of here with this shit.
I'm done having to find your shit. I'm like the consumer. You give it to me so I can buy it from you.
Don't
searching
release
for
it
your
Friday then. Just release it at the Super
Yeah.
Bowl. And I'm so over that. Hey, guess what? Transformers, they've been here before. They mixed in with the dinosaurs. They mixed in with the knights. They were there on the moon before Buzz Aldrin was. It's just ridiculous. It's the only thing Michael Bay can write anymore is we're going to tie him into the past, throw Anthony Hopkins in there. Guess what? The humans don't like the Autobots and they're trying to kill them. Been there, done that.
If they're going to do it where they've been here forever, they should do a flashback movie because there was an old comic book series where all the Transformers were steam powered. Do you remember that? There was like Optimus Prime.
Steampunk.
They were like it was like Optimus Prime wasn't a truck; he was like a steam train, and he like transformed. Bumblebee was something.
Well, they kind of
like,
showed that in Revenge of the Fallen.
Yeah.
When they show like the Transformers that have been on Earth this time, they show
Yeah.
like this old steam engine.
Yeah.
And Skyfire was like one of the original ones that were there.
do that.
And then this whole all they show in these trailers is Bumblebee and Prime fighting, which annoys the shit out of me to begin with. And I don't know. It's gonna be bad.
I can't wait to see it. I'm actually looking forward to this movie.
I'm not anymore. These trailers have made
I
me.
can't wait. I can't wait to the podcast.
The halftime thing or the pregame thing when they showed the mini Dinobots, I had to shut it off.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't see
So
it.
bad.
I saw the picture. I didn't see.
I saw pictures of him, and I was like,
It's like the mini Dinobots playing football. I was like, what the hell is this? I've been standing up for you for all these years. I can't do it anymore.
I can't wait. It's gonna be so good.
Yeah, so the trailers were sort of a letdown. Nothing other than Guardians, no other Marvel stuff, no DC representation.
Yeah,
I was shocked there
that.
was no Wonder Woman one.
Yeah, 'cause that's probably that comes out before Guardians, doesn't it?
Yeah, I thought you'd have some Wonder Woman or Justice League
Just
or
after.
something.
Oh, just after. Okay.
She's late May or early June.
Early June and Guardians is like May 5th.
Free comic book day.
Yeah.
Because Marvel's got that
It's-
spot locked
yeah, it's
up.
their spot.
Cinco de Mayo.
It's their big.
First-
It's their big lead-in
Yeah,
weekend.
it's the first Saturday. They got it figured out.
It was Civil War last year.
First Saturday in May is going to be Marvel because then they're going to do a free comic day book that links up to it. And
They own that spot.
Yep.
Remember Batman vs Superman last year tried to get in that spot and backed out.
yeah, because they
Went
were,
back
and
to
then we
March.
were like, oh, what do we go see? They were like,
They're like, we're gonna go against Civil War. I don't think so. We're gonna back out.
Yep. They have that on lockdown until they somehow fumble that spot. And actually, it's like ingrained in nerd culture now. It's like, oh, first Saturday in May,
Yeah.
we go see the new Marvel movie.
Yeah.
Get our free comics and go.
They
From there.
kind of got it. So how about Super Bowl commercials?
I'm going to talk about one that was on the pre-show, and I missed it, but I read an article about it.
Okay,
Did you watch a lot of the pre-show?
a little bit.
Did you see the potato commercial that just said advertisement on it? So apparently Cards Against Humanity did a spot in the Super Bowl, and they got a potato, wrote advertisement on it, and then so it was a 30-second spot of a potato that just said advertisement. Didn't promote the card game, didn't do anything. And everyone's hashtag like, why is there a potato commercial? What's going on with this commercial about a potato? And then they finally released it, like, we spent like a lot of money, and it's like this whole like
anything on our website or anything like
nope,
that.
and it's all just word of mouth talking about this potato that said advertisement on it.
That's pretty funny.
Genius.
Yeah,
That's what they do. They have so much money they don't know what to do with it.
yeah, hand over fist. Especially now that they're getting all that Target money, they're
Yeah.
just raking it in.
Jeez.
But that was one that I thought
pretty
was
good.
interesting.
I thought that the Mr. Clean sex commercial was kind of odd.
It was so
Yeah.
strange.
I don't know what was going
he was
on
like
there.
dancing all sexy.
He was dancing so sexy.
You know what that reminded me of? Remember the episode of The Simpsons where they go skiing and Ned Flanders is in that
Stupid Flanders with the sexy
stupid sexy Flanders,
Yeah,
it
like
was
wearing nothing at all, nothing at all.
It was really weird.
yeah, it was.
And the lady was like getting all turned on. Then it turns out to be her dorky husband. She just jumps on top of him.
Knocks him over the couch.
And once again, we have the stereotype of a dorky husband, attractive woman,
Yeah.
wife.
Way too attractive wife, dorky ass stupid husband, and because he's cleaning,
Yeah.
now she wants to bang him.
Yep.
Thank you, Mr. Clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an odd one. That one was weird. I thought the Cam Newton Buick one was pretty funny.
Yeah, well, I didn't mind it.
It reminded me of the Peyton Manning Saturday Night Live thing when he's beating up the little
Oh,
kids.
puts that one kid in the toilet. Like it's like you go sit in there.
He's throwing the ball real hard at those kids running routes. This was pretty good. If
Well,
the-
and it also kind of goes back to the one where maybe this is a little redemption for him when they did the Play 60 commercial, and the little kid's like, "I'm gonna grow up and I'm gonna break all your records at Auburn, and your mom's gonna be my #1 fan," and he's like, "What?"
Remember that? That's,
It was well done, and then they were the lady was like a supermodel at the end, and all that.
yeah.
That one was pretty funny. I really liked the Melissa McCarthy Kia one.
Yeah,
That was like the best scenes of all of her movies.
Yeah, they just kept putting her in like dangerous situations.
That's what she does in every movie she's
Playing
in.
I Need a Hero.
You really don't like her.
No.
I like her. I think she's really good.
I thought her as Sean Spence in Saturday Night Live last week was
yeah,
hilarious.
Spicer.
Spicer, sorry.
And I think she looks great too. I think she, she really lost a lot of weight and really did good for herself.
She did.
Good for her. Because she's another one who took a lot of harsh, comments from people, and and she did something for herself, not for them. And it's, she's a good. I don't know. Why don't you like her? She's like the
Will
Chris
Ferrell.
Farley.
Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
Like the same character in every movie she's in.
Yeah, I think they love Wolf.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell sucks.
I like Will Ferrell. So that one was good. I thought the Skittles romance commercial was hilarious.
When they're throwing the Skittles through
When
the
they're
window.
throwing the
That was
Skittles
funny.
and everybody's just eating them and moving.
Then there's like a robber, and then there's a cop. And
And the dog and the mom and the dad and everybody.
The only thing, in I guess I should have saved this for the end. The only thing that annoyed me about a lot of the commercials for the Super Bowl this year was I'd seen them already.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl used to be, the commercials were all brand. It was the
Right.
debut during the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That stupid. It's stupid. It was funny. The Skittles commercial.
You saw that up before?
I saw it 3 times every
On
YouTube, every 30
on
minutes
You-
on
see,
YouTube.
YouTube ruins them,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was on YouTube, and it was
Especially the number one spot, like the first commercial break. Like, remember I said, here it is. What's it going to be? A finance commercial? And you were like, I saw this already.
Yeah,
I forget what
well,
it was for.
Pornhub.
No.
I can't remember what it was now either, but I remember. Yeah,
But yeah, we've seen it. So that was all
It
strange.
was the Google Home commercial,
yeah,
the little Google device.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I like the Sprint car commercial where the guy's trying to get out of his Verizon bill.
Oh.
and killing himself. And the son says, what are you a cop?
Is that illegal?
Those were good.
I liked the buy water commercial that had Justin Timberlake and
Yeah,
Christopher
A
Walken.
dramatic reading of the sync lyrics.
And Justin Timberlake doesn't even talk.
Yeah, he
Just
just
sits
looks.
there
Yeah,
singing bye bye bye.
yeah, I like
I
that.
tell you what, that was a good commercial because the next time I went out to the store, I looked for the
Yeah,
product.
it was great product. I
And
feel
Giant
like
Eagle doesn't carry it.
Of course not.
it makes me think of Celebrity Apprentice. It's like, oh, this has good product placement.
Yeah,
It's
it
got
was.
a nice catchy. Yeah, it's
Because I went
Disaster.
for my usual vitamin water and was like,
wrong.
where's that buy? And Gitco doesn't carry it, so way to go, Gitco.
All right, but the best commercial was the Stranger Things 2 commercial.
Stranger Things 2, that was the best one.
I'm shocked and very appalled that it's not till Halloween.
I was surprised because they did originally say when we did our podcast that it was going to be spring 2017.
I honestly don't care. I was just poking fun.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really care either. I
I'm
want to
ju-
see it.
I mean, ultimately, we have to wait. There's no choice. But I the second time through, I really enjoyed it. I was really looking forward to.
Do you think that they delayed it because they had to go back and take a while to reshoot some stuff or put
I
it
actually
out?
would be surprised if they would spend more money on CGI. Because
Could
that
be.
scene with whatever that demon
Yeah,
is.
what was that?
Like-
when they open a door and there's like a creature that's like as big
Are
as
they
like the
going to tie
city.
this? Are they going to tie this into like the stupid Cthulhu movies that?
Whoa. No.
It looked like the creature from who's the guy that made Super 8? J.J. Abrams.
Oh.
The one with the video.
J.J. Abrams.
The one with the video camera. Remember that? What was
Yeah,
that movie
Super 8.
called?
Yeah.
The other one, not Super 8. The first one where it was all like camcorder footage. There was that big monster like
Cloverfield.
that. It looked
Thank
like
you.
Cloverfield.
That's what I was trying to say, and I just said the Cthulhu movie because the giant monster in Cloverfield looked like Cthulhu.
That'd be a great thing.
It-
That
it
this could
was-
be the explanation for
It was huge. I don't know if that's maybe in the because it said everything goes upside down.
Which is crazy that I'm excited. I'm actually more excited now seeing that trailer than I was before because I thought I was like, oh, they're gonna have to. It's gonna be real low budget. They're gonna have to go back and forth.
No, they're spending some money.
you don't think that'll hurt it going too big?
I think it would actually be better because if it eases into it.
Yeah, as long as we talked about that going. Could they go too big? They can go too big. This, I don't think it will be yet. We'll have to
Listen.
wait and see.
It's not gonna be too big.
I kind of like how it does look like it was filmed in the 80s. Though.
Yeah, that's which is a great effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It was cool seeing them in the Ghostbusters
Yeah.
costumes.
yeah. I like that too.
I like the way it started with the Eggo commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, why did Eggo really need
Needs to advertise.
And then Mindy's
from
like,
Wonder
why did we
Years.
know it was going to be this? I'm like, because I really thought it was an Eggo commercial.
It looked like an old 80s Eggo commercial.
I bet you Eggo was happy that they.
Oh, shit. Eggo's just like, hand over fist. Give me all that Stranger Things money.
Did any of you guys see the video of the cast watching the commercial for the first time?
No.
They had all the little kids in like a hotel, either one of their houses or the
Sounds
hotel room
weird.
or something, and they were filming them watch the commercial for the first time. It was funny.
They had all these kids in a creepy hotel.
They were just filming them watch TV.
It got weird.
It was funny.
But
It was like watching the video that Daisy Ridley put up when she first put the episode
the
7
topless
trailer.
picture.
So she got butthurt and left Instagram. We'll talk about that later.
Will we?
Maybe. Probably not.
All right. But yeah, so
So there you go. It was a
any
good
final
weekend.
thoughts on the Super Bowl before we wrap things up here? And
It was enjoyable, I thought. It was enjoyable.
Yeah, it was a great game.
Yeah, despite the outcome, it was a good game.
I was happy the Patriots won.
Shut your face.
I was tough.
I like the AFC, and I also like that the Super Bowl champions are an elite group. The less teams that win it, the more prestigious it is for those who have already won.
All right, you know what? Why do you have to get all philosophical about it? I just don't want New England winning.
It's true, though.
I agree.
I don't want teams I hate winning the Super Bowl.
Wait till I start wearing Tom Brady t-shirts around here to make Ken mad.
I will piss on your shit.
Well, see, I found a way around that. I have a hard time wearing. The idea just came to me. I have a hard time wearing like a Patriot. I'm not a Patriots fan.
But you're going to go buy a Michigan shirt.
I'm
with
gonna
this
get a
thing.
Michigan
There
t-shirt
you
with
go.
Brady on the back, and then it all comes together.
I'm going to tell your wife to wipe her butt on it.
She's so angry about the even thought of it. I'm like, hey, it's a Michigan shirt.
One last thing, real quick. Any thoughts on the fact that his jersey got stolen?
I think that's pretty funny.
I think it's hilarious.
I like that the
someone's-
Houston police said we have other things to worry about than his jersey. They were so annoyed by it.
Well, and I love the fact that they called in like the Texas Rangers to come help.
And the baseball team had nothing to do right now.
The baseball team was like, what?
I saw an interesting, last thing I'll say, interesting article that they're estimating the jersey is worth $400,000.
Anybody who tries to sell it's going to get arrested.
Yes, but because of the fact that it's worth that much money, if they catch the guy who stole it, he could get 99 years to life imprisonment because of the value of it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
like,
the guy's ridiculous. If I was him, I'd put it in a thing and mail it back to New England's office and be like,
I'd burn it. I'd burn it. Forget everything about it.
through multiple remailer services so
Yeah.
they can't find you.
Yeah, I would pee on it. I'd burn it, and I would laugh.
Send them
Send
back
ashes.
the box of ashes.
I have to say one thing. You know what else I thought was great? They were showing you the parade, and it was like cold and snowy. And
I was
all
thinking
that.
to be this Gronk.
And Gronk stared his shirt off, drunk as hell. And the statement he said was, I wasn't going to drink, but then the fans wanted me to. And my comment I put on there was, how many strippers college fun, in quotes, is getting paid for tonight, courtesy of Gronk?
You know what? It
You know,
must
him
be-
and Edelman went out and banged every stripper and prostitute in the Boston area. You know they did.
It must be great to not have to play the game and then celebrate like you won it.
yeah.
Oh, it must
How
be
about Jimmy
amazing.
Garoppolo? 2 Super Bowl rings in 3 years. Playing for them. And a lot of people, he's going to be the next Matt Castle.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody wants
Yeah,
him next
yeah.
year. Cleveland is looking for him. Chicago's looking into him. He could go somewhere and suck.
Yeah, he's going to.
If I was him, I'd stay right there and
Yeah.
be like, I love these rings.
Yeah.
Dan Marino never got a ring. I got 2
Yeah.
Right?
for playing 1 game this year.
At least he's got more than Trent Dilford. Let's end on that note.
All right.
All right, everybody, please like, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and invite your friends because we're so close we can taste it. But we're tired of begging you effers for this, so just give it to us.
All right.
Right.
Later.